So in a few short weeks, I will be graduating from high school.
Hey baby, won't you look my way? I can be your new addiction. Hey baby, what you gotta say? All you're giving me is fiction. I'm a sorry sucker and this happens all the time. I find out that everybody talks. It started with a whisper, and that was when I kissed her, and then she made my lips hurt.
It's been a crazy ride. It really has. I just want to take the time in this video to thank everybody who has made me into the person that I am today. First of all, I'd like to thank Veritas Classical Schools for molding my walk with the Lord. It's made me a stronger Christian. It's made me a stronger person, and I wouldn't be who I am today without Veritas. So thank you so much. Dave and Bev Kinsey, thank you so much for starting Veritas Classical Schools, for working hard and making sure we have a great classical education. Thank you so much to all of my teachers, starting from 5th grade all the way now to 12th grade senior year. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Heimler, what is your fondest memory of me as a student?
Favorite memory of Christina? There's so many. I mean, I can't choose one. It's like asking me to choose which one is my favorite child. And really. And I remember some of your speeches from a couple of years ago. Those were fantastic. I just love having Christina along.
Oh, Mr. Heimler, I love you. How is it like being my teacher?
Awesome, because you are the best project girl ever.
Oh, thank you, Miss Wells. I love you so much. Dear high school, it's your old friend / enemy, Christina.
Personally victimized by Christina. Christina, would you like me to take the picture?
Verso.
I miss Christina.
Our relationship with each other was complicated because it was a love-hate relationship. But it's a relationship that I'll remember for the rest of my life. High school. You took me on an emotional roller coaster, as I'm sure you've done to many teenagers. You brought me so many highs. Coming to school every day and seeing my friends was such a big highlight of my day. Yay, George! I'll never forget the amazing, fantastic, wonderful people that I came across in high school.
I met Christina when we were probably in like 4th grade or whatever. Played these like imaginary games.
Oh God, the game.
We were like, you know, this girl is just like us because me and Lauren were weird too, you know. Christina is so fun. She's such a vibrant personality. I love her so much and I'm gonna miss her so much.
Oh!
So Christina, in like 5th grade, was it? She picks me
Christina
up,
in 5th grade, bro.
picks her up, spins me around in a circle on her shoulders, and then throws me across the yard.
I have a memory of that weird game you created, and we were sitting after Miss Snell's class at the Dunwoody campus on the swings, and it was me and Lauren on the swings, and you were on the floor, and you tried to knock us off of the bench while explaining my
That
character.
sounds like Christina.
Because Chris was like, "Listen to me," and like shoved it, and like
Right,
Lauren and I
she
both
used
over
to
the white
swing
out.
me around, like, cause I was so skinny and like tiny. She used to be like,
Dear high school, sometimes you made me feel absolutely crazy, overwhelmed, stressed, exhausted emotionally, mentally, and physically. But then I realized 4 years is so short. It happens in a blink of an eye.
The worst part of high school, besides the test, first of all, it's the friends you made and the negative outcomes of that. We all know how that goes.
There's also a worst part of high school, and that was definitely the responsibilities I felt on my shoulders. It was kind of like right when I entered high school, I felt this huge amount and load of work come at me. The worst part of high school is that it's nothing like High School Musical. And I say that ironically, but we always watch these movies that make high school look so cool. So we go in with so many expectations, but then classes get hard and we get stressed. And people start to act like jerks, and people we called our friends are no longer our friends, and we can't go back to the way things were.
The worst part of high school for me was, to get a little bit personal, definitely working through my learning disabilities, which made high school a little bit more painful than it should have been. But it also contributed to the best parts of high school, which was all the experiences that I got to have. A lot of times, like, high school girls are like kind of put under a lot of stress to be pretty, be skinny, get good grades, be smart, be funny. I think that's probably the worst part of high school.
It felt like those 4 short high school years were the most pivotal moments of my life. It made it feel like if you fail high school or if you don't do well, your life is over. But it's not. It's only just beginning. Thinks you're fat and ugly. Crap. I found my absolute passions in high school: film and theater. I've been making videos and films since I was 8 years old, and it wasn't until like the peak of middle school that I realized that I love filmmaking and I want to do this for the rest of my life. It gave me a rush. It gave me such an amazing, incredible feeling, and a feeling that just made me so happy. I think that's so cool how we were created by a creator and we are creators. I think that is just iconic.
Is that why the past year seems slow?
I'm your host, Christina Johnson, and thank you for tuning in to Channel 5 Action News. And then my most favorite part was editing and directing. I really love compiling stuff together and playing around with it and then getting different results. I think that's so cool. It's like a painter dabbling in paint and seeing what works, or a chef, making sure spices go together and flavors mesh well together. There's so many different forms of art, and I really appreciate all of them. And filmmaking is just my favorite, and I love it. So that's the same with performing. I just love performing and singing and dancing, and I just love people. I love it. And I'm so glad that God has instilled that passion in me from such a young age. You can come up with an idea in your head and write it down on a piece of paper and collaborate with people and make it come to life on screen. It's like Frankenstein's monster. It's like watching it come to life, like it's alive. So high school, thank you. Because without you, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Sincerely, Christina. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Christina Johnson, and thank you for tuning in to Channel 5 Heimler News. Remember, a kiss a day makes the doctors go away.
Out of my nose.
That's a wrap. It's coming out of my nose. That's a wrap.
Young, dumb, broke high school kid. We argue all the time. You always say
Thank you so much for watching my video. Come back soon, please. Please actually come back, because I only ratio about like 2 views per video anyway, so. Okay, bye.